Hello, it's me calling again, and I'll be honest, I'm having a drinking couple of days. I haven't had some drinking days in some while. And I'll be honest, this is not me taking a drug test. I have put rosemary in a fifth of vodka for about 2 years, and I have saved up that ginger Sprite. Granted, 2 years ago, and I found it in my prep supplies and been like, well, Walmart will sometimes have Cokes there for 5 years. So it's like all of a sudden the prepper stuff is like having very short dates, and I'm going, Walmart's running out of their stuff in their warehouses. I'll be honest, I got myself some, there's a third one at the house that's black, it's got writing on it. Yep, little Koba and a katana. Don't think I don't remember you, Kim and Kimberly and everyone else and whatever it is. I'm sorry, but yet at the same time, I don't care if they whipped your ass. I understand the truth will set you free and they'll behead you or something else, but life is life. And I remember Mary's granddaughter, so behave yourself, Dusty. I am watching intently. And anyway, yeah, so happy I got these. Finally blew some money over there at China Bazaar. I don't care about the plug. They are great people. They've always had stuff, even if they've sold it and no longer have the top part. I'm seriously thinking about trying to do some fishing rods here. I just did one and I realized I didn't do anything. But to put it on YouTube, and it's like, might as well put it on YouTube. Can't hurt or anything else. This is a braided line, so I need to go out there and take a little match to it here. And everything in a little bit. I think I'll do that on my, whatever you want to call it. Sitting around here, it's like 50-mile-an-hour wind outside, and the rain just started sprinkling a little bit. Got the 9mm up, maybe going to be able to play with that a little bit here. Got me 3 fishing rods that I'm going to be putting together and everything else. And I don't know, that's that. I mean, got a lot of stuff here to do. Got some tapes to put on here, and I'm going to send it to the Library of Congress. Honestly, I'm going to download the stuff and do it all here the next couple of 3 days. And it is just absolutely good having a 3-day weekend because I could actually do this. It's like, not lying about drinking it. Maybe I'll mix a little of it in front of you. It's piney. Makes the head feel good in the top, getting rid of that nickel. Of course, they'll say it's just a drinking. But, don't drink nothing unless it's got something in it. Tenna curse. Anyway, moving along here, since I've wasted probably 3 minutes, I was thinking about making a show called The Drunken Fisherman. Seriously. I was really seriously thinking about making a show called The Drunken Fisherman. They'll all say there was someone else that was trying to help me with it, and there's like some northern pigeons or spiders or flies or something sitting above me or the house roof. But I'll be honest, with all of this and everything all considered, I know they'll say I get tan, but it's like I wear the shirt, and it's like this is from Cherokee up at Twisted Sister. Great little shop if you ever want any ironworks or like stuff like that. And they've got some other stuff. Believe me. I've seen that a few times out there. It's like I need to have that 6 or 7 times. One person says, it's like, I saw him and he was looking back at me. That's what my shirt says. And it's like, oh yeah, that's got to happen to me for like 6 or 7 times, But anyway, moving right along and everything else. Oh, I'm up here and it's supposedly going to rain like 1.5 inches tonight or something else. It's all going to be good. Tomorrow I got the sage seeds in. I got potatoes rolled over. I got to get another bale of straw to put over the top of it. You know what I'm saying? Can't believe it. I'm going to try to snow plow, and I'm going, it's got about $20, $30 in it, and I don't have any hay from some old bale or something else. And I got to really work it really good because of it and everything. I'll be honest. This is one thing I want to get on here and mention. I've been feeling it. I mean, everybody all the time throws me out to the four corner spectrums of the world because of everything and ancient legends and stuff like that and everything, and how there was this red band that went around the world or something else. And you know, I'm gonna get in trouble for this because I've already been told by somebody. And I mean, honestly, the shorter the people are, the more they control your life. You could meet some giant like 8'6" or something else, Sasquatch, you know, guy from the middle of nowhere that's not allowed to be in the Guinness Book of World Records and is, you know, 350 pounds. And I know he's real skinny, but he's solid muscle, or else somebody else who's like looks like they should be as thick as Sasquatch. I'm telling you, that little bitty shapeshifter over there or whatever it is that's like 3 foot tall is going to kick your ass somehow in it, and has all the political connections from Hawaii over to wherever you're going to say it at. I don't care. I'd throw the actor who did Willow in this also, because I've had some British stuff happen to me and some things. I'm just being honest. It's always that short person over there like in the mafia. It's just way shorter. But I've been feeling it ever since, whatever it is. I've been able to hit the gym. I've been hearing the voices out there from the Bleed Over Communications and police even going. So you're going to try and get that native DNA stuff going and everything else out there, so you can get on that post out there, and you ain't got no age requirements or anything for you all. You know, I'm going to get that from you. Now, I mean, around here they steal the DNA all the time, or else identity, because you're a governmental resource, and there's not a reservation in Tennessee. Not like they'd even take me for anything. It's like this. I'm just here to piss off every one of you all, and unfortunately I hung too much around Frenchie. If you know who it is, you know, you see this, it's like, you stupid Spaniard. And it's like he just had this right here. And I'm just telling you straight out, it's like they throw me over to China also, or wherever the hell it is. And I'm just being honest with you. I feel it. I feel it coming. It's like, yeah, good old ticker going and everything else. It's right up over there, I tell you. It's like I felt it there before Biden went over. I felt it there right before everything with Ukraine. I felt it before he was even saying something and being like his prepared speech or whatever it is. And I got some things to say about the press secretary, but you know, if it's like this, Colin's a sucker for war. He will be kind of your twit bitch or whatever it is. I understand myself. It's my one alluring intoxication that they will just hold like a little steak in front of me. No matter how buff I get myself, I can be the same proportions as Wolverine at 5'4" and 240 pounds, and be like, I break every chain that's on the boxing bag out there, and I scare the trainers whenever I'm just like doing like the little punches like that and everything. They're like, and it's like some people, it's like they've trained their whole life to make a fighting skill for me because of some BS thing out there that might or might not have happened before elementary school in the 80s. I know one of these. He's since gone and became one of the greatest world hackers out there and computer people out there, and he goes by the handle Dumbledore. To his competition calls him Dumbledore. You have to be in Scandinavia to know it. But just in saying all of this, it's absolutely, I feel it, I hear it, and it's like, the little were animal or whatever you're going to say about me and call me Beast Boy to try and belittle me or something else is over there, and it's like, yeah, I need to be doing 500 to 600 sit-ups a day, or else just crunches and leg lifts. It's like it's the easiest thing to do in front of stuff, and you just need to tick your parents off doing it no matter what, even if you're stuck with them and 40-some years of age. But I'm telling you, I feel it out there. And I feel, things like a civil war coming. There's been a lot of stuff been happening around here. And a lot of stuff is like whenever I was in middle school and saying, I ain't got no kids or nothing else, and every single girl I ever try to get with or anything else somehow always ends up having them bad things happening to them. I'm way too much attached to people that are in History Channel or something else that Biden's all kind of wanting to have for something else. And I know it's like this. I ain't got to agree with the president. I just got to take his orders if they put me in. I felt the draft coming a long time ago, and it's like this. They'll up the draft to 56, and everybody else is like 65, and you're under Social Security. It's like, good, I got till 77, my birth date. But whatever it is, I'm telling you straight up right now, there's something coming. Whether it's domestically with all these Holy Roman empiricals they keep bringing in and everything else, and everybody chanting, oh, thank God there's the Confederacy and everything else, and it's came back. We're going to be having slavery. It's the only way we can have anything going or anything. Biden's our man because Trump was too lacking, and Trump just cared about himself or anything, and all of this. And it's like, yeah, I know about Biden's stuff out there on whatever it is. You want to go 100 years, you want to go this, that, and the other. It's like, yeah, Boston, they're going to push them into the sea if they push it any further out there with Confederacy. I mean, they've marched all over this country, all the way to Alaska and everything, and been like, we've just been trying to help them with their masculinity problems and becoming woman men like the nation's supposed to be. It's like, take your Pope Pius ass and go back over there. That's what Vladimir is fighting right now, and he says that he's not on their side. But when he gets to Rome, he won't be foolish anymore and understand exactly one thing. He's exactly what he's been trying to kill so he can be the only one over there. And I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous with it. This is one of the things out there where I just can't understand it. It's like, 5 years ago, I'm back to 98% bullshit. Everybody can be like in certain parts of the nation or wherever it is, there's that perfect, cherry bomb red. And it's like, yeah, but everybody here is so fucking light. It's like, quit trying to call me pink like a pussy, even though I know that means something different on reservation. But I just got to be honest with you as all this goes. Here's a short one so I can look like I'm got a nightstick or something, since they all say everybody in the USA is nothing but a bunch of policemen that don't really know what war is. And that's why there's secret agents from Brazil, police from Brazil, warriors from Brazil, and, China will just lose it to Brazil because they're the unknown sixth man from World War II. And they did all their shit basically naked over in Rome and Italy with a blowgun, and said all of their people here weren't their people, that were Jews being held there because they were too broke and they didn't stay out in the middle of Nowhereville. And the only thing they do is now and then get seduced by some sort of partisan stuff or something else like that. But it lasts as long as 3 songs on the radio max with commercials. Being, honest, any Third Reich that wants to go down there and play some sort of stuff. I almost think that tip's sharp enough to do something, but, oh well. Anyway, I'm supposedly being thrown over to Yellowland and everything else, and, it's like, yeah, I remember the naval recon with that stuff back in 8th grade and everything. And I'm just like, Don't I need parents here for this? You know you don't have any, and they're just fake. God, I love now the in-laws. It's like my cousins better be alive somewhere, at least in a sex slave trade thing, having kids. But, it's just life, and we're just rambling here like idiots out there, and we can blame the alcohol. God, I need to have another recharge of that for the truth serum here. Like the Philbio says on, 98.7, whatever. Whoops. Commercials from YouTube. Yes, keep paying the bills. It's not like I get any views here. But if you are viewing, like and subscribe now. And, share. Please. Please, please, I'm begging. Okay, enough begging. Back to whatever it is. Just in everything else, that's about all that I can really say here about Colin and the way of life and everything. And, being like, you were at a this and that you're at a that. Then everybody got pissed and everything because it's all about percentages. And it's like, I don't get a check, but the police officers do from the state treasury whenever they go out and pretend to be me and make me have to put white on a driver's license. And don't act like whenever I just get pissy, I go out there and fill out the paperwork like it's supposed to be. Because, honestly, I should have had the feds in my house if I really am white, with how many times I fill out a thing for a gum form and everything else for it. Because it's just such a laughing stock over everything that they're all trying to go out there. And, I find so many people that are just under the radar trying to do anything they can to bring genetic diseases to, the natives and other people and how... And honestly, it's like, sometimes I like living in this espionage world that they have here because they're all trying to get into Oak Ridge because it's got to have something still there besides nuclear weapons, like they're going to be able to lift these things. It's like, seriously, you have a backpack with something bigger than a softball with uranium in it. It's so much heavier than lead with the uranium and plutonium. That thing really does have to be, smaller than this piece of, fishing line. You can see that whenever you go to whatever there. It's probably really, if you had a backpack nuke, closer to the weight of all these sinkers in it. Here, I'll be nice. There, it's way heavier than lead. And then all the mechanical apparatuses around it and everything. That's how big your nuclear ping pong ball is for everything that you're going to be looking for in it. Forget Hollywood. Okay? We'll try and be nice here. We'll try and be nice. If you're really like a civilian person trying to help out in security or something, here, see the fishing rod? That's the mass of a backpack nuke or volume area. And then there's electronics around it. You would still be carrying an 80-pound pack. And it's not the electronics like the laptop I'm using. Anyway, damn, I'm out. I've had 3 of these already. But anyway, just in saying... I know I'm going to get beat up by whatever it is over the perfect shade of red brick. And as it is, my mom's one thing that she did with the house they finally built for themselves is there are just so many shades of red brick on it. And it's like, you're not included in it. I know I'm always excluded from everything and all of that. But please just whatever for whatever. Be happy, be kind. We no longer have rewinding because there's no VHS rental places anymore. But, I don't care if I date myself because, quite frankly, something will blow the hat off of me. And you can see how much my, hair from being zapped by the local espionage people going, you know everything. I really don't. If you're coming to me... you're so screwed. There's nothing that I have because I didn't go to Arizona. when they had the big riots there that they covered up under Obama because it's like he was, so many people. We'll just say it was, you ever done like Harris hawk hunting from a helicopter and everything else because you thought the computer programs that were messing with you were from the Apache or other tribal nations there, and you just wanted to say, I can replace and retool anybody in the United States military, and since you're attached there, I can replace and retool you with any people in the entire world. I mean, that's another thing, because it's like the most far off, whatever it is like, seriously, the DNA test said I was related to who? Up in the Pacific Northwest? And it's that person who's from up there? Oh, God, they're going to beat me senseless, ain't they? You like the dumbest person to ever walk the face of dumb whatever it is. And it's like, I know that one's classified because it was a special governmental study thing and everything else for, like, stuff. I mean, we're not even going with, like, back to Genghis Khan. We're just going to, like, 200, 300 years ago. And it's like, yeah, people used to travel all over the place. My parents took me up to blank reservation and blank population group, and they all talk about stuff and everything. And then it's like, don't worry, he won't remember anything. He's under elementary school. When did they start kindergarten? 5 or 7. Oh, we got some leeway and we can mess with the system. But, whatever. I'm probably going to be deported here soon enough because I'm dangerous sitting in my own whatever it is, like they haven't came and had police after this time threaten me with it and ride me around in a paddy wagon before 10. Especially the really good paddy wagon that looks like an armored money carrier. They have those. And it's like you have to say that you're this or that group from over there in Europe and everything else. But, they're getting tired of the black-white fight. That seems to be just a political tool that they use here. And they just look for people who are founding father members to go, it wasn't rape, and kill them like supposedly George Floyd was. Anyway, I'm going to end this right now on that because I really need to get more vodka for this and everything because, quite frankly, the pain restraints that the government puts on everybody so they'll behave in the area because everybody's a were animal or something else or has weird abilities for something in this whole thing because of some genetic whatever it is seriously, drinking is the only way that it gets off of you, or else whatever it is with drugs. And, or else eating large quantities of beef that has chemicals that mimic nicotine or alcohol or opioids or other stuff that they can make completely without anything in it, like Europe does, that make you addicted to the food because they need to calculate up how many meals you need to eat and how much you need to buy so they can keep police and law enforcement hired based off of the tax stuff, which they swear is only on our wheel tax and everything, or ammunition tax. And I've not bought enough ammunition, and I'm just going, you can't sell 38 anywhere in this whole country other than 9mm Smith & Wesson, 115, 117. Just because the Germans use it don't mean anything. I mean, I'm just saying, honestly, how in the hell is I've not done anything with it. I'm not suicidal as y'all like saying that I am, so you can be police that are homosexuals and pretend to be my husbands done in a secret Native American or Jewish ritual or something that's an obscure religion you don't know of. Oh my God, I can still see them going out there and unzipping their pants and chasing me with it. I'm so traumatized I need to sober up so I don't remember it. But anyway, with all the problems of the United States of America and how they've really hampered us and everything, maybe they should take the restraints off of us. Granted, in another 20, 40 years on Rejuvenex. Seeing how many of us are left after chemical warfare experimentation on us by the Pentecostal Church, by the Holy Church of the German royalty that rules this country and everything, and from the Hoboken Kingdom before the Hamburgs, and think that somehow they're going to get the last descendant of George Washington's sixth cousin, Benedict Arnold, who has to love this country, and come back over here, or any of the other ones, and remake the original Founding Father stuff outside of whatever the caucus zones are. And that's another thing I need to go on about. But literally, how in the hell does alcohol and having a gun, whether it's loaded or not, in the house really affect anything? Honestly, the rest of you all can't do that because I'm not a skilled professional, and I don't care if it costs me my job or anything else, since I'm supposedly this undercover police officer or military, and I'm like, where the fuck's the check so I can get stuff? And they're like, you get it from the reservation, don't you? And I'm like, I thought you said I was white last week. But you all get that paid to you through the state sales tax that you should be using for extra officers and stuff for like whatever, since we're the nice state that doesn't have riots in it. And I'm just kind of looking at it going, with all the fake cousins and fake everything out there, how in the hell are we even going to have a reservation here? Oh, the people who aren't Native American, when we finally kill them all off in Oklahoma and everything else underneath Lord, we just need to roll across that land. Gets done with everything like he's been doing with his pager group that I'm supposedly in-laws to, and it's like, would you believe it's not even an eighth cousin? Because I was like, there's one genocidal Baptist preacher from the Reich that goes, it's the only job I can get and be a multimillionaire, and you still have to pay for all my stuff. And I go, well, I don't count anybody past my eighth cousin. That should keep everybody there. And that keeps what's her name in, or somebody else who's actually a federal agents or 4 or 5 and stuff. But they're not supposed to be hired or working in Tennessee, because we hire our own and tell the United States government, never, ever will you come here without asking permission of the governor. And we can just say no, because we're our own independent country and everything else. And I just look at them all like they're posing like Hulk Hogan doing that. And it's like, yeah, just put the governor on television and stuff. And he'll be happy with whatever it is that he does. That's just what it always accounts for and needs for and everything else. And it's like, Hulk Hogan was an entertainer. And I understand that, like, this state government is really just here for our entertainment, jollies, and like how one of them goes, you were in my country and you were doing this, and we know how to take care of our traveling people and everything, because you don't know how to do anything, and you can only do things through acts of prostitution or else dowry. Oh, the thick eyebrows say I'm now Indian. Well, I guess I know where the next group of open immigration is coming from. And it's like, we don't know where that's coming from, do we? And it's like, just as long as you got that, it's like you're Islamic, or else you're, Indian excuse. They're buying oil from Rushka. You got to give us 1/16 of your check now, or I'll use you're German, you don't know how to use that. I can learn we were allied into whatever it is. You're the last 3 Germans on the face of the planet. Everybody else is, I chose that distinction when I was with the Reich. I need more alcohol for this. Anyway, we'll call this part 1 of whatever it is. Have a wonderful day. This is Colin Dawson, over and out.